you're a working mom, must be so hard missing all the first and pivotal moments in your kid's life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie and I make lifestyle, mom life, and budgeting videos here on YouTube. I'm so glad you joined me today. Today we're going to be talking about working mom guilt. Now first of all, I want to say that all moms face guilt of some kind. Stay-at-home moms might face guilt in regards to spending money but not earning money, or they might feel guilty because some days they'd rather be away from their kids, etc., etc. And working moms face a lot of other types of guilt. So I wish we would just all come together and support each other instead. Some of the things I've heard as a working mom have been, oh, you're a working mom? I wanted to be, but I just couldn't miss that time away from my kids. Or, oh, you're a working mom, must be so hard missing all the first and pivotal moments in your kid's life. Those things are just not helpful. I probably will make a video later on what you should not say to working moms. But I think people don't necessarily mean harm, some do. But it's just insensitive things to say, adding to whatever guilt already exists within that mom. And I wish that we could just support each other rather than make each other feel bad. So let's get into the 5 things that I personally do to help me overcome the working mom guilt that I face on a daily basis. So number 1, I just want to say for moms going back to work shortly after having a baby or for the first time after having a baby, that it will get better. The first little bit will be the hardest, but time will make it easier. You will get into your routine. You will get your kids will get used to their sitters, the daycare workers, day home, whatever it might be. They probably will stop resisting your drop off. Maybe they won't. I think that time will definitely help you get past that guilt, because you will know that you're doing it for your child, and it will just get easier as time goes on. Number 2, don't feed the guilt. Whenever you feel guilty over something and you start thinking about something, just shut it down. If you ever think, oh, my kid I'm gonna miss my kid's dance recital or whatever it might be, just shut that thought down and feed a positive thought into your head instead. Just think about, well, I'm able to pay for those dance lessons because I'm working, or something like that. Just don't keep feeding the guilt and almost pitying yourself, because that's not going to help at all. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it's true. Number 3, lower your standards. This is a funny one, but anyway, what I mean by that is don't expect your house to be spotless all the time. Don't expect to be feeding your kids and your husband like gourmet meals every single night, because it's unrealistic, and by feeding them at all, you're being a success. And the house, I know personally, like, that's a really difficult one for me, because the house tends to get dirty, and sometimes like I choose to spend time with my daughter instead of cleaning it, and I feel like I'm not a good wife or I'm not a good mom because the house is not spotless. But the fact is that my daughter doesn't care that it's not spotless. In fact, she probably likes it messy. Just lower your standards a bit, because if you lower them just a tad, it'll be easier to meet them and you'll be happier overall. Number 4, quality time. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. Spend the quality time with your child or children when you get the chance. Take any moment that you can and just sit down with them and play with them, cuddle them, read stories, do what they want to do. Because you might not get all day every day with them, but trust me, they will treasure the small amounts of time that you have with them, because it's going to be quality time. It's going to be time you're not on your phone, you're not on your computer, you're not cleaning the house, you're not cooking, you're playing with them. I can almost guarantee you, if you spent even an hour or a couple hours after work every day just being on the floor playing with your kids, you're probably getting as much quality time with your child than a stay-at-home mom does. Because stay-at-home moms do a lot of stuff around the house. They keep their house clean, they cook, they, you know, do a lot of other stuff. And so yes, they get a lot of time with their kids, but a lot of that time is not undivided. Like their undivided attention doesn't go to their kids either. So if you take that time, you can bond with your kids, feel close to them, and treasure those moments when you're missing them throughout the day. And the last one is number 5, and I will say that remember that all moms will feel guilty. So you're feeling guilty because you're working. A stay-at-home mom is feeling guilty because she's not working. What the heck, you know? You just have to remember that you are choosing what is best for your family and your kid. In our case, I work because I need to help pay the bills, pay off debt, whatever it might be. I have to remember that when I'm feeling guilty, is like, I am doing what's best for our family. It's better to feed my kid than to be with them at all times of the day. And so I think if we can just remember that mom guilt is universal, I should say. Like everyone feels it. Like we all, and I think it comes from comparison. It comes from expecting so much out of yourself as a mother. I mean, those tiny humans, they are your job to raise, and I think that we're so hard on ourselves because we think we have to be perfect. But the fact is, nobody's perfect. Everyone messes up. Everyone has moments when they're weak. But trust me, you're strong and you can get through it. Just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Block one negative thought at a time. Just know that you are such a good mom. You are feeding your kid. You are helping pay for that kid to be in activities. You are spending time with your kid when you can. You're doing everything to raise them to be great human beings. And just also remember that in the long run, I don't think that as an adult you sit there comparing yourself to your friend over here and say like, oh yeah, I'm a success because my mom stayed home with me. I don't think anyone ever says that, or like looks at someone and says like, oh, their mom probably worked when they grew up. No, I don't. I've never heard that. So just remember that, treasure the moments now that you can. Support your family, do what you need to do. And also I want to say is, if you work because you worked hard at building your career, good for you. I know I work because I need to, but also I spent years and years and years studying to become an accountant. So I don't want to miss out on too many years and stay far behind. And that's not wrong. That's something that I've done for myself, and I don't think that's wrong. I think that it's okay to have something for yourself, and it's okay to have a career. Just before I go here, I just wanted to say that I think God gives you the kids that you're meant to have. For example, Addie thrives in daycare. She loves it there. She acts like she owns the place. She walks right in. She waves at her little friends and just waves me goodbye and blows me a kiss. And it's like she just loves it there. It just makes it so much easier for me. And I think that God knew that that's the type of child I needed, and He gave that to me. And I'm so grateful for that, and I just love that kid to pieces. If you're a working mom, comment down below what you've heard people say directly or passively that have made you feel guilty. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, share some of the mom guilt that you have down below, because I would love to hear about other people's experiences, and let's just build each other up. Thank you for watching. Bye. Mwah.